What up, YouTube? Mookow here. I want to apologize for not putting the video out yesterday morning. I got home from work and there's some stuff I need to do around the house, and then those that show up to my stream know I'm usually tired after work anyway, so I sat down after doing that and, you know, got bobbleheaded and fucked off a little bit. So we're trying to condense both into, I mean, we're going to condense both into one video. Try to keep it as short as possible. So we're going to start with college football first. Let me turn this down just a little bit. I don't know if it sounds too loud or not. And there was a shit ton of upsets. The good thing about my Texas team being off is that they couldn't lose. Why they call? Didn't they just say Bucks? I've never heard Ohio State called Bucks in my life. Who the fuck? Just pick Ohio State. That's almost the same number of letters. They got it in this top one. We'll look at the poll overall after this. I know there's a bunch of top 25 upsets. Who was it? Fucking Alabama dude. Nick Saban. I don't know if he had if it's an old video or if it was a new video that came out a couple weeks ago saying basically Vanderbilt was an easy win, right? What have I said all along about SEC teams? They're capable of beating anybody in any given game. It's just one of those conferences where you don't fuck around even against teams that you should beat. Actually, I'm not gonna read through that. We'll just go through the poll. I think they had not beat Alabama in like a really long time. Vanderbilt was 0-60 all time versus top 5 teams before Saturday, the longest such stretch in the poll era since 1936. Commodores had not beat Alabama on the field in 40 years, dude. 40. Holy. I mean, they had to be a letdown game, right? They just beat Georgia in a close game, even though at the beginning of the Georgia game they were blowing them out. It had to be a letdown game. I can almost guarantee. Well, I started saying. I mean, there are no guarantees, but I almost started to say it was a guarantee that if Saban were still coaching, that shit don't happen. That's crazy though. And it wasn't a fluke. From what I remember, it was not a fluke loss either. Like they were giving it to them. Yeah, it's crazy. Fucking Alabama. Yeah, so those that, again, going back to my stream, those that watch know that I work overnights. I work 10 p.m. till 7 a.m. right? And this game was going on when I got to work. We have a staff meeting at 10 to go over, you know, what we're gonna do for tonight or blah blah blah, you know, whatever. And I'm pretty sure California was up by a bit. Like I basically thought, looking at it, maybe the second quarter. I thought it was later in second quarter, but they were up quite a bit. Here it said Cal was up 28-10 at one time. And so basically, I assumed, and we know what happens when you assume, right? That Miami was just gonna lose. And then I get home and look at the scores, and gosh dang, Miami stormed their ass back, right? It's crazy. You never give up till the game's over. Razorbacks, Sun Vols, they ended a top 5 drought. What? Again, SEC. I don't think Arkansas was ranked. They came in 3-2. Didn't I want to say they just beat somebody? Could be wrong. They had lost 18 straight against top 5 teams. First home game win since 1999. I could have swore Arizona. Maybe I was looking at Alabama's schedule. And I know they play, I mean, not Arizona, Arkansas. I know they've got Arkansas on their schedule coming up. And they usually play each other pretty well. What is going on at FSU, dude? I'm sad. I am sad. Dabo seems like he getting Clemson straight again. I mean, did FSU lose like a shit ton of talent, or what is going on? 29-13 at home. Look at A&M, dude. Might have my second Texas team I can actually root for. A&M's in kind of up and down the last couple of years. Sometimes they'll beat a good team and then they'll fucking lose to a bunch of nobodies. I mean, number 9 Missouri, that's one of the mini upsets that we'll go over or look at the poll or scores. Let's do that. See if it. I don't think rankings will show, right? Top 25. I wanted it in like long format. Nope. Well, we'll just go through it. Wait a minute, that's not right. There we go. Oregon, Syracuse, Michigan State seems like they're struggling as well, huh? UNLV, their quarterback quit because of NIL stuff. They finally lost. Syracuse, I didn't realize Syracuse was 4-1. We don't want to talk about Alabama and their fucking goalpost taking a ride for like 3 or 4 miles or however long it was. I mean, tossed into the Cumberland River. Like, they fucking wilded out down there in Vanderbilt, wherever Vanderbilt is at. I think it's Tennessee somewhere, right? Alabama, Ohio State doing their normal, just beating the teams that you're supposed to beat. And Arkansas beat Tennessee. How do you get... It's got a safety, right? 9 points. I mean, I guess technically 3 field goals. Yeah, they weren't even ranked. Which, kind of not expected. They came in 3-2, right? They should be ranked after this, never mind, is A&M. I thought they beat whoever they had played. I was wrong. I was wrong, chat. I was wrong. Oh shit, now I gotta start over. Georgia bounced back. I want to say usually they play each other. I know Alabama's got Auburn in the Iron Bowl at some point. They normally play each other pretty well. Haven't heard anything about Penn State all year long. Literally, they're creeping up at 5-0, beating the teams that you're supposed to beat. You got championship aspirations, right? And I said, and this is in any sport, you've got to beat the teams that you're supposed to beat. I mean, any shit can happen, right? That's why it's called upsets. But you have to beat the teams that you're supposed to beat. Is one of the criteria for making a championship team. Miami, California, that was that crazy comeback. What were they? So 21-10. Was that 35-18 at one time? 35-18, is that right? 28. Why does my math seem like wrong? 28. It was 28-7, chat. And then Miami scores 21 in the fourth. If I'm California, I'm heartbroken. You can't give up 21 points in the fourth quarter against anybody. You got Missouri, Alabama. I mean, why am I stuck on Alabama today? What the hell? Missouri, Texas A&M. I think it's because I don't even know. I'm a crackhead. I know before this, I think it was their quarterback, Missouri's quarterback, was talking shit about the 12th man of A&M, about how quiet they are and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. If you're going to talk shit about somebody, you play them at home. You don't go to their place and talk shit. Especially with A&M, because like I said, they're one of those teams that they're up and down. They're able to beat anybody in the country. Not consistently, but they have games where they can play crazy good. Michigan, I don't know what's going on with Michigan either. That's 2 losses already. You get to Washington team. I mean, they're still 4-2, right? It's still a good record, but defending champions. You can get everyone's best shot and do coach. That's another one of those upsets. Remember I said there was a bunch of upsets, and here's another one. Minnesota, 3-3. They came in 2-3 and beat USC, who came in 3-1. Like what? Was it snowing or something? What the fuck? What the hell? Ole Miss, South Carolina. Ole Miss had that little stumble last week, right? Or I guess technically 2 weeks ago. But they lost to unranked. Fuck, who was it? Lost to unranked South Carolina, like 27-3. Got their asses. Nope, I lied. Kentucky. At home. Alright, fuck. Why'd it start me over for? ESPN, what are you doing? Ooh. Clemson, Florida State. Fucking Florida State is struggling. Florida State's driving the struggle bus right now. They're not on the struggle bus. They are driving the struggle bus right now. Baylor They normally do halfway decent. They looks like they're struggling at 2-4 right now. Iowa State, I haven't heard shit about Iowa State. They're 5-0 though. Quietly going about their business. Boise State 62. What the fuck? How do you score 35 points? Jeez, what was that second quarter, dude? Boise State 35 points. Utah State 14 points. They were popping off in that second quarter. What the hell? It must have been like either really a bunch of big plays or some turnovers and stuff like that, right? Another upset, SMU. SMU's 5-1. They came in 4-1 and not ranked. They must not have they not played anybody? Or is it just a... Yeah, they ain't playing it. Oh, what they beat? Oh, Florida State. They beat 22. That was this week. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Yeah, they ain't really beat anybody. That's why they're not. They might be ranked. Louisville probably drops out. Look at the current poll here soon. Actually, let's do that now. The current poll. Why does it say Texas is up one? Eh? Eh? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Never mind. I forgot Alabama took over Texas. Good lordy. Alright, so Texas moved up one, obviously. Where'd Alabama? Alabama dropped 6. Tennessee dropped 4. Georgia's a state put, huh? Georgia's a state at 5. Penn State, like I hadn't heard nothing about Penn State all year. They're up to 4. Haven't heard anything about Oregon. Actually, I have not heard anything about any of these top teams besides Texas. And Alabama. I hadn't heard nothing about any of these top 10 teams. Ole Miss popped back up 3. Clemson jumped up 5. That's nice. Iowa State's up 5. Notre Dame. Wait, why is the 12 missing for? Someone don't like it. Someone don't like Notre Dame. Missing 12 over here. LSU. I remember seeing LSU. Did they play? Or were they off? A&M. Holy shit. A&M jumped up 10. That's got to be the biggest mover. Alright, as far as going up. Michigan. Oof. Last week they were number 10. Almost out of the rankings, dude. Defending national championships. That's crazy. Pittsburgh. Ooh. I know someone who will be happy about Pittsburgh being ranked. I know someone who'll be happy about Pittsburgh being ranked. Alright. Now we can go back to the main headlines. LeBron and his son are short court. LeBron's been in the league, is it 22 years? Or this is going to be 22 years? For someone without body frame, as big and as muscly as he is, I mean, he's not like a bodybuilder, right? But he's still, there's not very much fat on that body. And with the way he moves, I'm actually surprised that he does not have more injuries, especially like legs and hips and stuff like that. That's just good genes and taking care of yourself. Mostly taking care of yourself for doing it that long. And still remaining arguably a top 5 player, if not higher. Getting to play with his oldest boy, who not quite sure how he's going to work out because he struggled. Did good in high school. Struggled the 1 year he played in college, and has struggled so far in the pros. Granted, it's, you know, camp stuff and preseason, but I would have expected him to be more of a scorer. Like he's not shooting a good percentage at all. Talking about Bronny Jr. I kind of expected him to be better, but you know, we'll see how he goes. I think their plan for him is to send him down to the G League for majority of the years. He'll start the season up at the pros just so they can do the father-son thing, which is cool. Hell, his second oldest is a year or two away from being able to play in the pros, I think. He may just fucking wait another year or two and play with, I think his name's Bryce. Bryce is bigger and compares more to LeBron than what his oldest boy does. Bryce is bigger frame. I think he plays forward, either small or big forward. So we'll see. I'm waiting for him to get into the league and see how he does, if he makes it that far. I mean, sometimes they decide they don't want to, but we'll see. Padres Dodgers game. Yeah, there's fans throwing fucking baseballs like a bunch of idiots. I think didn't they blast them out? It's like 10-2 or something. Yeah, they got blasted. If I was their fans, I'd be pissed off too, but that's baseball. Baseball. WNBA, Liberty, who had the best record all during the season, finally beat the Aces. I think it was 3-1. Yeah, the series was 3-1. Who's it? Minnesota and Connecticut. They got to play again. They play Tuesday night for Game 5. So whoever wins Connecticut, Minnesota, will play the Liberty in the championship for the WNBA. Where are we going? Reverse. There we go. Cincinnati is struggling this year. Burrow, I don't know what his stats are, but I feel like maybe he's struggling. I mean, they put up 41 points. Can't be struggling too much, right? Yeah, so maybe I'm off on that one. Or maybe it's just one game. It seems like their defense has allowed 38 points for the second straight game. I wonder how much they scored the last game. Got to get that defense right. You have to play defense to win championships. I'm curious about what the Bills coach did clock manager wise. What did he fuck up? Alright, give me a second to read and see if you can. That's on me. The end of the game situation on offense, McDermott said after the 23-20 loss. We're in a tough situation. They were holding 3 timeouts. They got a good field goal kicker. We needed to run the clock and move the chains, and that's on me, bruh. We didn't do that there, and that's my fault. He said, my bad, 2 times in 2 sentences. I guess they were tied. 2020. Bills had to punt with 41 seconds. Damn, 41 seconds. Oh wait, no, Texans punted with 41 seconds. What? McDermott chose to decline the 10-second round. Hey, when did that rule take effect? You get a 10-second runoff for intentional grounding? Is that, I guess it's under a minute or something? Okay, so they got the ball back with 32 seconds on their own 3. This is Buffalo. They had 3 straight incomplete passes. The Bills are the only team in the last 45 years to be tied or leading in the final minute of the game inside their own 5-yard line and throw a 3-pat. I don't know. What do you do there? Do you just run out the clock? I mean, you just take a knee. I mean, obviously, the fans are gonna be pissed off, right? Because you're not trying to win the game. But you throw and get a pick 6, you're gonna get roasted even more than just taking a knee. And then you get to the the overtime, and it's a coin flip, right? Because I'm probably wrong, but isn't it still on the pro overtime? The first one to score wins. Like the other team doesn't get a chance, like they do in college, or is that vice versa? Now I am not remembering. Anyway, he said, "My bad, dudes. My bad." Overturned TD. That's the one where Patriots receiver caught a TD. He got 1 foot clearly down in bounds, and the second one he landed toes first, but his heel came down out of bounds, like on the line or over the line. And I guess there's some kind of toe tap rule or something. What's it called? Toe touch. See if we see. Toe heel, toe touch. God dang it, move. I wonder why they instituted that rule for. I mean, if it would have been a toe drag or something, that would have been a touchdown. But just basically going up and coming straight down, you have to have both feet clearly, like all feet clearly in bounds. Like, why can't you just have the toe if it hits first? I don't understand. Karl-Anthony Towns gets his first action with the Knicks. Only scores 10 points. Probably didn't play a lot. Wait, what? Knicks haven't won a championship since 1973, so they haven't won one since before I was born. And that's a lot, because I'm fucking old. Okay, what do we got? Baseball. Talked about Dodgers getting their ass kicked. I know someone who's going to be sad about that, because he's a Dodger fan. Phillies beat the Mets. They're tied up. Let's see. Already talked to WPF. Was there NASCAR? Steinhaus Jr. runs Talladega. 65 race losing streak. What the fuck? NASCAR ran in overtime. Ooh. No, they're in the middle of their playoff chase right now, right? Standings? I wish they would show on the standings, like, who's actually in in the chase, right? I just highlight what number it is. I know it's either top 8 or it's soon to be your top 8, maybe. Schedule. October, so that's the one they just ran, right? So they 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 5 races left. So it's probably top 8, something like that. Probably top 8. No, MMA, they just had a card. Piera won in the 4th round versus Roundtree. I've seen videos of this, like the 4th round. Roundtree took a ass kicking. I mean, he didn't. When I say ass kicking in this situation, I don't mean he got like knocked out right off the bat. He was taking shots and just stood there and took it like a grown ass man, dude. Pena becomes a 2-time champion. Not a double champ, just a 2-time champ. She lost it to... I still don't remember who Pendleton won it from. I know Pena beat Nunes to become champ first, and then Nunes beat Pena. I wonder if Pendleton beat Nunes. I don't think so. I think she was in or something. I think Nunes retired after that fight. Now I don't even know. Thompson got knocked out apparently. I don't know any of the other dudes. I know Pena won, and then she called Nunes out for a 3rd fight. So instead of what's that chick's name? Instead of Harrison, who had fought earlier on the card, which is, I mean, you think is a #1 contender and the next champion. Apparently the refs were doing some bullshit. Refs were doing some ref stuff during that garden. I know Dana White was not happy, right? Everyone keeps saying Harrison is on the juice because she have how jacked she is, but she's yet to fail the test though. So if she is, she's on some good stuff, right? She on that good stuff. And I think that's gonna do it for this video. Ended up going around 35 seconds. Ooh. The last 35 seconds doing something else. Ended up staying around 35, and it's a little bit longer, but we're doing basically condensing 2 videos into one. No, because I was a lazy ass. Should have already had this one done. Anyways, appreciate you guys taking time to listen to it while you're at work. Savior 420 69 is one of those that I know does that. As is usual, if you have a channel of your own, let me know in the comments and I will shoot you a sub-areno. Anyways, you guys take care, be safe, get out and vote in elections no matter who you vote for. I don't ever vote because 1, I don't give a shit. 2, all the politicians are fucking crazy. I don't deal with crazy people. Anyways, y'all take care. Have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it is for you. And I'll try to be better next time and not have just one video. That means both the videos this week should have been around 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, that would have been nice. Alright, y'all take care.